What's up everybody? Welcome back. This is going to be a video on the OBS truck. If you watched my last video on the truck, you would see that the truck wasn't starting and then we figured out it was the coil. Actually, when I got it started and when I went to drive off from where it was parked, I couldn't because the clutch was messed up. Like I'd push the clutch in, there was just no resistance or anything and I couldn't put it in gear. So I ended up just leaving the truck right there parked in front of my house for about a week or so. And but now I got the truck into the garage. I pretty much just drove it without the clutch. I put it in gear and then started it up, and then the truck took off, and then so I got it into the garage, and now I'm gonna try to diagnose the problem. So what I'm gonna do first is, well, first I opened up the clutch reservoir, and it's pretty low on fluid. I think there's a leak, but before I just go putting more fluid back in there, I'm gonna try to bleed it first because I'm hoping that maybe I just need to bleed the system. So I ended up buying this little bleeder kit from Mighty Vac. It's a pretty cool little kit. It's got a bunch of different size pieces you can use with it. So I'm going to hook it up to the right inside the reservoir to the little hole in there, and then we're going to try to get some air bubbles out if we can. Hopefully that's what the problem is. But if it's not that, I think we got a leak somewhere, and I'm hoping it's not on the slave master cylinder because that's not cool because it's in the bell housing and I don't really want to take out the transmission just to fix a little leak. So we're going to bleed it first and see what we can find. So yeah, the whole objective really is just to get this thing back on the road. I haven't driven it in about 2 weeks, mainly because I've just been too busy to try to fix it. There's a lot going on. But, oh, I got a couple things done over here to the work area. I put a new light up. And what else did I do? And I made a big mess. That's pretty much it. So right now I got the bleeder system hooked up. I got it inserted into the little hole on the master cylinder. Then I got the little cup in case I get fluid. And then I got this thing. So I'm just going to start pumping it and let's see if we can get some air bubbles to come out of there. So right off the bat, I can already see a bunch of bubbles coming out of there, being sucked out of the fluid. Oh my God, look at all those bubbles coming out. Holy moly, that's a lot of air. I don't know how that much air got in the system, unless there's a leak somewhere and I'm just pulling in air from the leak. But right now I barely even have it at 5 psi. I'm assuming if it keeps pulling out bubbles like that, then there must be a leak. But yeah, I don't even got that much pressure on it right now. Let's pump it a little bit more. Why is there so much bubbles coming out of there? That's what I want to know. It's got to be pulling in air from a leak somewhere, most likely. I'll keep doing this a little longer, but then I'm just going to go try to figure out where the leak is. Hopefully it's accessible. Hopefully it's not in the bell housing where the slave cylinder's at. Once it loses pressure, not that many bubbles come out, but once I start pumping it again, then this happens. and then the pressure starts to drop. Alright guys, we're getting closer to finding out what the problem is. So we just bled the system. We've seen that there's a bunch of air coming in the bleeder tool, and it's a lot of air, like non-stop. So obviously there's air, there's a leak somewhere. So what I did was I went under the truck, and I think I found the leak. I'm going to go under there right now and record it so you guys can see where I think it's leaking from. Alright, so we're under the truck. As you can see right here, there's a little bit of leakage, but that's not clutch fluid, that's oil. The truck's got a slight oil leak, but that's obviously not what we're worried about. So upon looking through these look holes right here, you can see the clutch in there and the throwout assembly. But where I seen the leak was inside there. So we're going to zoom up. Hopefully we can see it. So I'm kind of zoomed up. As you can see in there, you can see a drop right there. That's clutch fluid, I believe, or tranny fluid, something. But I think that's the leak right there. So I went ahead and already disconnected the clutch line, because I think what I'm going to have to do is literally take the transmission down and replace everything in there. Since we're taking the transmission out, we'll probably just go ahead and replace everything, the clutch and all that. I also went ahead and just took out the master cylinder and line and everything, since this is something that's got to be fixed regardless. So I have the assembly here, the master cylinder assembly. Here's the line. I inspected the line. I don't see any cracks or anywhere where the fluid could be leaking. It's not wet or anything. It's bone dry all the way down to the bottom. And then so another thing I did was I took this vacuum system. Let's see, here we go. So I took this and then connected it again while it's out of the vehicle. Alright, so with it connected out of the vehicle, if I go ahead over here and start pumping, let's see if we can get this on tape. Okay, so I'm going to pump. And we'll hold it at 5. Now as you see, it doesn't move at all. It stays there. So there's no leak in this line. Because if it's holding pressure and no air is escaping out of the line, then obviously the problem isn't with this. Most likely this isn't the problem. Because when I had it plugged into the car, when I had the master cylinder still on the vehicle and this line plugged in, if you remember, when I was pumping it, it was losing pressure. So being that it's staying at 5, I don't think this is the problem here. It's got to be the other slave cylinder. So I guess we're gonna end this video here. If you got any tips or tricks on what I should check, go ahead and drop a comment down below. But I'm gonna end this video now and then kind of weigh out my options, see what I'm gonna do. I guess honestly what I'm really just gonna have to do, I guess, is take the transmission down and replace everything down there. So hopefully I can do it right here. I got a little bit of space to work with, as you see here. I mean, it's a little cramped, but with this car in here, as long as I can get it jacked up a little bit and we can pull that tranny down, let's we can go ahead and replace everything. So yeah, that's the update on the OBS. Kind of sucks that it's not running right now because I wanted to drive it, but oh well. That'd be nice to do a damn engine swap in it while I'm doing all this, but it's kind of expensive. So, and we have a baby. We're expecting a baby really soon, so I can't be blowing all my money on an engine. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here. If you've got any tips or tricks, let me know.